The Nintendo Switch OLED has been out for a year and a couple months already, and it's been a remarkable little console, but is it worth buying in 2023? Let's find out. The 7-inch OLED screen brings deeper blacks and more vibrant colors compared to the older LCD screen on the Switch and Switch Lite models. At the top of the device, you have your game card slot, a 3.5mm headphone jack, volume up and down buttons, and the power button. At the bottom of the console sits the two speakers, a USB Type-C port, and on the back is where you'll find the improved kickstand. Behind that is the micro SD slot to expand the storage, and you get 64GB of internal storage, by the way. And on the dock you'll find a LAN port, HDMI out, and an AC adapter port. The viewing experience on the OLED screen is very good. The colors pop, and if you tilt the screen, the viewing angle is still really nice. In handheld mode, the screen will display your games at 720p, but with how small the screen is, the games still look pretty crispy, and if you choose to dock it, it'll upscale to 1080p. This feels like a premium device when I hold it. Pressing buttons is satisfying, but I will say playing in handheld mode for a long period of time does get uncomfortable for me because of how large the device is. Battery life will depend on what type of game you're playing. A massive game like Breath of the Wild will last around 5 hours, but battery life has been good in my opinion. I've never had it run out of battery while I was out playing it. As long as you have it charged before you leave the house, you should be good. One of the biggest issues plaguing the Switch is Joy-Con drift. I personally haven't had any issues with my Joy-Cons, and I've had my Switch OLED for close to a year now. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen to me in the future. There is a massive library of games to play, like amazing exclusive titles like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey, to third-party games like Doom 2016 and Crysis 3. The Nintendo eShop always seems to have great deals going on. Every time I go on there, I'm always tempted to buy something. The Switch library will be sure to keep you busy. Most games on the Switch are capped at 30 FPS, but there are some games that play at 60 FPS, and while most of the games I've played so far have ran well, like Doom 2016, just remember the Switch hardware is close to being 6 years old, and you will find games that just have performance issues or stuttering issues compared to more powerful consoles like the PS5 and Series X. Playing games online works well, but you will need a Nintendo Switch Online membership to play games online, similar to PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold. Some games like Fortnite don't require a subscription to play online. Cloud saves do come with the membership as well, but one basic feature that the Switch lacks when it comes to online play is in-game voice chat for all games. Some games require you to download the Nintendo Switch Online app on your mobile device to use voice chat, and some have their own in-game chat like Fortnite. I think they could have gone a better and more simple route of just having the feature present on all games. That way it doesn't cause any confusion, so if you plan on playing a lot of online games on the Switch, I think it's important to know. The Switch OLED retails for $350, that's $50 more than the regular Switch and $150 more than the Switch Lite. You're gonna have to ask yourself a few questions to see which model is best for you. If you plan on just playing in handheld mode, the Switch Lite could be another option and you get to save $150. But if you do plan on playing on the TV, the Switch and Switch OLED are definitely the way to go. Personally, I feel like if you're going to buy the regular Switch, if you can save up the extra $50, I think it's worth it to spend a little more to get the OLED version with the better screen. My experience with the Switch OLED has been very good. This is the first Nintendo console I've had since the GameCube, and I know it's a super long time ago, but for some reason me and my brother just always had PlayStation consoles growing up. I love that I can play my games on the go, and I can enjoy games like Breath of the Wild with vibrant colors and deep blacks thanks to the OLED screen, and having access to exclusive Switch titles is a huge bonus. There's so many titles I can't wait to get to. I would highly recommend getting a Switch OLED in 2023. It's an incredible gaming console that has become one of my favorite devices to play games on.